What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy C Boogie. I haven't recorded in a minute, but I am back. I felt like this was the most appropriate time. I've been trying to figure out what content I want to give out, but when a big moment like this happens in the NBA world, I have to post. Um, if y'all are new, welcome to the Law Mob, the Legion of Boogie. We are live every day on Kick and Twitch, so please, link is always in the bio, so drop a follow, come through, say what's up. I'm going to try to post as much as I can on YouTube moving forward, especially when I'm on stream. But I can't believe I'm saying this. Um I don't know how to twist this. Jimmy Butler is a member of the Golden State Warriors. Now, if you guys don't know me, I'm part Heat, part Warrior. Been watching the Heat since 2009, 10. Golden State was 2012, 2013. Jimmy Butler helped me through a really tough time in my life in Miami. And so he's been, people consider him a top 3 Heat player of all time, top 5 Heat player, whatever the case may be. I'm just here minding my own business, eating some ice cream, right? He gets traded after saying he wouldn't sign the extension. So not only did Jimmy Butler sign with the Warriors, he will be with the Warriors for 121 mil for, or 100, I believe 121 mil for 2 years. He will be teaming up with Steph Curry, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Now, before I move on, shout out to everybody in my stream. Shout out to all my Lob Mob members, my Lob Mob family. Appreciate y'all for tuning in while we record this. Just an absolutely blockbuster trade. Now, we're going to go through it. Obviously, you guys see the graphic, the NBA on ESPN account posted. But I mean, I don't know how to feel about it. I'm half and half because we'll kind of get into the reason why. Originally the trade was Jimmy Butler for Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Anderson, Dennis Schroeder, and a first round pick. However, it seems to be a 5-team trade. So I'm gonna show off the 5-team trade real quick. So as it looks right now, the Warriors would get Jimmy Butler for the 2 years. So now I'm assuming I'm assuming he gets 2 full seasons after this. So he'll get whatever he gets for the rest of the season this year, and then he'll have 2 more years. That's funny. If the Heat would have gotten, which I thought they would have, but they didn't. Opposite changing room to that's funny. So Warriors get Jimmy Butler. The Heat get Andrew Wiggins, PJ Tucker, and a first round, which apparently, according to sources, the Heat get a top 10 protected first rounder this year from Golden State, per Zach Lowe. So this first round pick is a top 10 pick this year, which is crazy because this draft class is pretty nice. So Miami got a pretty decent deal out of this. The Pistons get Lindy Waters, Josh Richardson, and a second round pick. And then the Jazz get Dennis Schroeder. And according to my sources, shout out to my boy Pac, they're trying to resolve the Kyle Anderson to Toronto situation where Miami might be able to keep Kyle Anderson as well. I would have loved to have Schroeder as a backup. I know people have been a little iffy about Terry Rozier. I love Terry. But I thought they would have kept Dennis too, unless they try to flip Kyle Anderson if everything goes the way it is. But it looks like that's the trade. I would have, like I said, if the Heat would have gone Wiggins, Schroeder, Anderson in the first, I would have been like, oh, I was excited. I'll be honest. I was very excited. I was like, oh, wow, this is crazy. Like, Miami's actually going to get all of this for Jimmy. But then, I guess contract-wise, that becomes a thing. I mean, push comes to shove here. I'm extremely thrilled that Jimmy finally has a situation where he gets his money. People will say that it is an overpay by Golden State. So I'm going to talk to the Miami side of me. Okay, I'm going to try to break this up. The Miami side of me is thrilled because we replaced Jimmy Butler, who is an elite 3, with great defense. I wouldn't say he's a 3-and-D, but he's a 2.5 level scorer, who can play really fantastic defense. Andrew Wiggins can do the exact same thing. He can finish at the rim. His 3-ball has gone up these past few years. He's averaging about 18 a game. He's a great defender, like I said. I'm very happy about that. PJ Tucker is someone who fits the system in Miami. I don't know if they're going to try to flip him as well. But that first round pick is top 10 protected. So Miami has a top 10 pick in the draft this year. They're in the lottery. Miami can literally go to the playoffs, have a good run, and still get a top 10 pick in this draft class, which I think is awesome. Um, According to sources as well, Miami will have two picks in 2025 if they miss the playoffs, one pick in 25 and one in 26 if they make it. So Miami will ultimately have a pick this year and a pick next year. I'm assuming with Andrew Wiggins, they're going to want to compete. They filled in that three that they lost in terms of Jimmy, and they get to do that. Um, with the Warriors, a lot of work needs to be done. I think help Jimmy gives Curry a solidified second option, which is great. But I think that more work needs to be done to help out. I think that Post and TJD are fantastic. Vucevic, they said the price for Vucevic seems to be a little high. So we don't know. This might be the only trade my Golden State does with Miami. Um, I think it's cool just to see Curry get some help. Jimmy is still help. I know people are like, oh, Jimmy's gonna be a whatever amount, age, gaining 60 plus mil. Listen, the front office is a little questionable. I think it was a little bit of an overpay because we're looking at long term. Jimmy's only going to be there for this half of the season and 2 seasons. You have to find a way to now to build around that, considering you gave up 60 mil a year. Um, so it becomes a little difficult. But again, in the current moment, I think Miami got the better deal out of all of this. Um, Even with, I really wish Schroeder would have stayed with the deal, but if we can keep Kyle, potentially flip him for something, I think that would be really cool. It all depends on who they'd want to flip for. People are talking about Lonzo Ball being an option, which I think that'd be pretty cool for them too. But I think what Miami wanted, they got. Um, it's funny, someone said Raptors win that trade. Uh, I'm very happy about this. This is a blockbuster trade, something that I was expecting to have until tomorrow, and I'm recording this the night of. Um, just absolutely insane. Um, I'm shocked. I'm happy and sad at the same time. It's very bittersweet because I'm my heart belongs with Jimmy Butler in Miami. He had all these crazy moments on my birthdays these past few years, going to conference championships, going to the NBA finals, and I thought he did nothing but legendary stuff for the Heat. So I'm gonna miss him. It's starting to hit me now that he won't be there, but I joked with my chat. I joked with some of the guys, and I texted them, and I said, even when I lose, I win. Even when I win, I lose. Because now I got the replacement that I was hoping for in Andrew Wiggins, even though I would have loved Kuminga, but I know the Warriors were going to give up their, at least they're smart enough not to give up that future. And we get a top 10 pick this year, regardless, which is awesome. So I will take a protected top 10 first rounder in this draft class, considering Miami's done a pretty decent job with the draft. That's how I feel. That is my take. I'm hoping to post this within the next 12 hours or so of when I record it because I'm flabbergasted. And it's such a bittersweet moment. Everybody in my chat, everybody that knows me, knows that I'm very committed to these two teams. And I know people will say, oh, he's a bandwagon, oh, he's this, oh, he's that. At the end of the day, I've watched these teams for 10 plus years. More uh more recently, I'm talking the last 5-6 years, since the world's kind of gone, to crap. I've watched a ton of Warrior and Heat basketball, all the highs, all the lows. This is something I didn't expect. I was expecting, 2022 Miami Golden State NBA final, but for my two teams to come to an agreement where both sides of me are happy, I'm very excited to see how this does. I think the Warriors still got some job to do. I think the Heat are somewhat okay, believe it or not. Um, Now it gives them a little more variety in lineup. Haywood Highsmith could actually, if they need him to come off the bench or play with Wiggins, they can do so. Um, Now we have those 20 plus point, performances that Jimmy has given. We can get it from Wiggins. And I think Wiggins, with the mentality that he has and how he plays, I think Miami's a good spot for him. Having PJ Tucker back is awesome. Nothing but greatness. I love this. Love this celebration. And Kyle Anderson's another great defender, which fits how the Heat want to play. And we got to defensively, Miami needs to get things rolling with a all-star in Tyler Hero and a absolutely promising backcourt of Ware and Bam, which has been awesome. So on the Heat side, I'm very happy. On the Warriors side, I hope that things can kind of smooth in together. Spacing wise for the Warriors, it's going to be tough because now Jimmy's not necessarily a 3-point shooter, and now he's fitting into a system that there's not a lot of 3-point shooting in that starting rotation for the Warriors besides Curry, and let's say they have Buddy Hield start. It will be interesting to see how him and Kuminga work because, again, those are two guys that aren't necessarily 3-point shooters. The Warriors need to work on getting buckets when they, which is funny. Jimmy Butler is there to give them buckets, but I think when it comes down to getting stops, this is going to help tremendously. Jimmy Butler is an outstanding defender, and that'll help him get stops. So I'm at a loss for words. I'm really excited. I'm excited to see the rest of the season. Let's go Heat. Let's go Warriors. Let's see what they can do. Especially with the Warriors kind of being around the play-in, and so is Miami. Let's see if anything changes. This will not be the last time you see me post on YouTube. I will make sure to be back. Try and get some more videos out of something. It's just trying to figure out what to bring out and what the YouTube world loves to see. I think this is a really good start. So you guys take it easy. And I will see y'all in the next video. I can't believe that this happened, but we got nothing to lose now. Now it's just let's see what side of me wins this trade down the line. And you guys enjoy the rest of the NBA trade deadline, because now we're in trade deadline, less than 24 hours. This was insane. Jimmy Butler, welcome to the Bay. San Fran, Andrew Wiggins, welcome to the 305. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out. Peace.